There we go. Now we can have music. Really loud music. Whoops. Hey, Noctillon, how you doing? Hey, Willow Moon, aka Sky, aka Sky. How you doing? Good evening. How you doing, Sade? How was everyone? Batch of TikTok shorts for the next week over the weekend. Nice, good job. Really good job. Aren't done at the moment. Exciting what questions you get asked. Yeah, I'm a little bit excited. We'll see. I'm not expecting anything too extravagant question-wise, but we'll see. We'll see. I know Lewis has a good question that some people have been wondering. So hopefully he's on. He asks it later, and yeah. For the new Niji Sanji wave. Oh, there's a new trailer? Wait, what? Teaser trailer? What? I didn't know anything about this. Niji Sanji trailer? I don't see anything. What are you guys talking about? Oh, is it? Okay, give me a second here. Sorry. Lo-Fi Girl's just, like, not working very well. So I gotta, like... Ah, the Luna, like, literally just came out. $57 minutes ago. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to watch this on stream. Interesting. Why is Discord important? Discord allows you to connect with audience members when you aren't live, when you're offline. So Discord is a fantastic tool. It is a tool for the most part for you guys to use for yourselves and for your community. Especially if you guys like start super early with a Discord, it allows you to like foster a better community and, you know, guarantees them more often to come out. Oh, these guys are like debuting this week. They're actually like debuting like this week. Interesting. Very interesting. 12/9. Oh, I know what we're doing Friday. 4 p.m. UTC. What's 4 p.m. UTC? No, I won't be live then. Wait, 4 p.m. UTC to PST. Oh, you suck. It's 8 a.m. Oh, it's literally... Oh, it sucks. Oh, that sucks. No, I'm working that day. Kind of worried, kind of happy. What are you worried about, Riley? Yeah, no, I'm working that day. I'm hoping Rayless can cover it, though. That's hella early. That's really early in the morning. The new Niji Sanji wave coming out, Rayless. You guys want to watch it? Let's watch it. We could watch it again in like when more people show up as well. But like, oh, they like like we just got a new wave. Like the paint isn't even dry on the building yet. Oh yeah, I didn't even do a notification. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll watch in like 5 minutes. Where's my going live notifications? Add everyone. What are we talking about today? Who's this Billy Zodiac? Add everyone. Literally. This is actually longer than normal. Yeah, I don't. It feels too soon. It feels way too soon. I could be wrong. Question in today's stream. And then I need the stream link. What's my stream link? What's the stream? What new stream? Who dis? Okay. All right, going live notifications out. Thank you for the reminder, Annie. Best questions or any questions you guys have. Yeah, we'll watch this in a minute. We won't rush it. Okay. How much longer? Probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's 2 a.m. for me, so I'll put it here for later. Check the VOD later. Tips regarding technical stuff, scene switching, OBS layering, so on and so forth. I actually have a video on that one, Yuma. On like basic setup. Yuma, your particular question, I think we should like deep dive into that one in its own stream. I'll add it to my question list for like stream topics. I want to really more deep dive into that one. I don't think this stream's long enough for that.
Welcome to Senpai's Academy.
Thank you for your subscribing. I appreciate it. Do you need a powerful computer to stream your VRM avatar from your phone to YouTube? If you're using just your phone, you just need your phone. And you would use Virtue. Would the VTube community be able to handle a VTube spoof channel? Yeah, for sure. It wouldn't... I don't know.
A super chat? Well, thank you.
What's the superior type of cheese? Anything from Italy. Virtue is a resource hog. Oh, there isn't really a lot of, like, programs that are on mobile that work for VRMs. Desktop-wise, VC Face is probably, like, the best option. Real question, what programs support skeletons? What do you mean by skeletons? Like skeleton avatars? Skeleton avatar wise, pretty much all of them, right? If you're using a VRM, VC face, if you're using a live 2D question, you literally would want to use
Super chat? Well, thank you.
VTube Studio. Asking for a friend. Why is Okay. Okay. This is a good question, chat. Why is it VTuber Senpai and not VTuber Sensei? Bow to your sensei. Okay. That's a good question. Does anybody know why I chose Senpai over Sensei? We should actually talk about that. Because I've been asked that question. Sensei was taken? There's actually two reasons for it. You're still learning too? Oh my god! Damn! Somebody's like on point with the answer. Okay. Let's talk about it. Senpai meaning. Senior member of a group in Japanese arts, a mentor. An upperclassman or elder student. Sensei. Usually it means a teacher, but typically sensei means like they know everything about that particular topic. They're mostly like the elite. They're the black belts. They're the teachers, the top of the top of the top of the top. Now, yes, I am probably more sensei than senpai than anything, but what I truly feel is I'm not a expert at VTubing. I'm someone that knows more than like the vast majority of you. I'm not me trying to stroke my ego, but it's how I feel. But I'm always wanting to learn more. I'm always a student, not just to like larger VTubers, but to you guys as well. Like I'm learning stuff from you all the time. I'm learning, like you guys tell me new things, and then I grab all that stuff and I like put it into me brain, right? So that being said, that's why I chose senpai, because I'm always a student, I'm always learning, then sensei, then someone that is like 100% professional, or not professional, but like 100% like they know it top to bottom, da 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 da. I don't think I'll ever consider myself sensei, even if I hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I truly don't think I will. So there's that reason. The other reason is VTuber Sensei, VTuber Senpai. One rolls off the tongue easier than the other. Some of you might try to say Sensei, but honestly, Senpai rolls off the tongue easier than the rest. A lot more people know what Senpai means, or kind of vaguely know what Senpai means, versus Sensei, especially like new people coming into the VTubing community. So that's why I went for VTuber Senpai over VTuber Sensei. What do you guys think about that? Oh, it probably was taken. Let's take a look. VTuber Sensei. I did spell that right? Yeah. VTuber Sensei, also taken. So yeah. Lots of different reasoning behind it. It's a Russian channel. I wonder what they cover that. I don't read Russian. I'm going to assume that's Russian. I don't know if that's Russian. So if it's not, I'm sorry. I don't know what they talk about. It looks like tutorials. Oh, this is definitely tutorials. This is 100% tutorials. Yeah. Okay. So basically me, but in Russian. Okay. That explains a lot. There we go. Done and done. And that's why this channel's going to be definitely... we're going to have a Russian variant of VTuber Senpai. Eventually, this year. Coming up. So yeah, a lot of those different reasonings there. It took a while for me to like think about that and figure stuff out. Cosmos Layer, I have a question. Thank you, Cosmos, for the 5. And Lewis, thank you for the, I believe, other 5. Yeah, other 5. How does one do top 10 VTuber style? And loved watching your streams, also video. Top 10 VTuber style? What I would do is I would look at these top 10 Watch Mojos. They do really good, like, top 10 kind of like breakdown. So what I would do is I would bring up like a Watch Mojo video. Me personally, this is just my personal opinion. I really highly suggest you guys like experiment and do it yourself. See what works in your style, see what doesn't work. But like I would do like a Watch Mojo style top 10. Watch Mojo, I believe they did like top VTubers. Yeah, they did. They literally did. They literally did this. I remember seeing this. Oh my god. I thought it was a dream. But I would do something very similar to what Watch Mojo did for VTubers. And do it like that. If that makes sense, Cosmos. I would definitely yoink and twist it. And then feel free to like send me a video, your video of it. How many ads is there? Holy crap. But yeah, please feel free to like send me your off or your unlisted video. I could give you some feedback and then we can go from there. But this is literally what I would do. I would just copy pasta. Of course, put your own twist on it. Do it in your own style. But that's what I would say. Will VTubing do a return to normal anytime soon? Will it remain edgy streams, idol culture? Okay. That's a good question. Very good question. So let's talk about that real quick. I'm just going to copy your question here. Put it on the board. Okay. Because we should really break that down a little bit. I think for the most part, VTubing is normal right now. Right? There isn't a lot of edgy streams. There isn't a whole... Like, there is a lot of idol culture. But the thing is... that is what's pumped to the most of us. If you guys mostly follow smaller VTubers on Twitch or Twitter, you'll mostly see that in your timelines and in your feeds. If you guys only or mostly follow larger VTubers that do the edgy stuff or bobas or whatever, typically that's the kind of results you're going to see in your feed. If you don't want to see those kind of things, if you want to see a different style of things, what you really need to do is either like block, hide, or whatever, that kind of content you don't want to see. Follow the content you do want to see, and that's the content you'll generally be suggested. The algorithms look at what you look at, and then they'll make a educated guess. Hey, this is the content they want to see more and more often, and that's what they'll pump more and more towards you. So for the most part, there isn't a whole lot of edginess happening in the VTubing community. It is definitely being promoted the most because more people are like upset over it. I would just block it and then move on. And then find stuff like niches that you are actually interested in, VTubers you are actually interested in, and then that's the stuff you'll see. Same thing with the idol culture. If you don't really want to see the idol culture, you could block a lot of the idols and you won't see it. Twitter, YouTube will notice that. It may take a couple of weeks for it to be pushed away, but for the most part, it'll be good to go. I see it, Thorn. All right, I just sent you a reply, Thorn. I am in the idea phase, wanting to upgrade my computer to done. Yeah. Definitely write down those ideas, Cosmos. Really, really just write down those ideas and keep on writing them. Do not stop. Okay. Okay, Senpai, question. What's the best editor for people who never edited? Like, ever. DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is 100% free. DaVinci Resolve is what Sam Woodhull used for the Alpha Gaming channel for several years, I believe. So DaVinci Resolve is the one you should go for and use. Okay, chat. It is pretty difficult. It can be. I would just say literally look up YouTube tutorials. I personally found like Sony Vegas to be way harder than DaVinci. I've never used Adobe, so I can't say. But if you're learning, I would say just start with the free stuff as soon as possible. Get a feeling for it, and if you absolutely hate editing at the end of the day, you didn't waste any money whatsoever. Okay. We need to look at this trailer, though, this teaser trailer, and then this might open up a lot of other questions for you guys. I'm going to, like, take myself off the screen. So, boom. I'm now a ghost. Name a full-time VTubing game show or sitcom variety show that's not temporary and idle-based, though. There isn't a lot, but there isn't a lot because not a lot of smaller VTubers and whatnot are being promoted. All right, let's take a look at this.
Out of sight, but never out of your mind.
Huh. Think you can keep up?
I promise I won't let you go, baby.
Ooh.
I can hear them calling me.
Let's see what your soul has to say.
Just one touch, and you're mine.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, this is going to be like normal rest of the stuff. Did you guys hear how deep that dude's voice was?
I promise I won't let you go, baby.
Oh my god!
I promise I won't let you go, baby.
Whoa! That is nuts! Yeah, that was corpse level. Jesus.
I can hear them calling me.
Let's see what your soul has to say.
Just one touch, and you're mine.
That's pretty cool, but I can't get over that dude's voice. Like, that was deep. Made me a little bit jealous.
I promise I won't let you go, baby.
My god! I wonder if he always talks like that. I want that voice for my true form. Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, so now that we watched a little bit of the Luna. Oh my god, this one. This was a very short trailer. I felt like Luna was a little. No, it was probably the same one too, right? Okay, it was like a few seconds longer. Okay. Not that much longer. Yeah, it's like 10 seconds, 11 seconds. Not that huge of a difference. Hello, Leaf. How you doing? Hopefully you are good. I can't get over how deep that voice is. Oh my god. I'm hoping this Niji Sanji wave does as good as the last one, though. Good night, Homeless. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I had to pause it. That voice vibrated my eardrums. I know, right? Made my chair vibrate. Wait a minute. That might not be... That could be taken out of context. Alright, let's clear the questions. If you guys got any more, please feel free to ask. I wonder if they did any editing on the voice, like to make it sound deeper, or is that like the regular stream voice? Or is that like a lot of post like effects and edits and whatnot? Maybe, probably. I would imagine he would be. People like deep voices and perhaps the accent. A lot of people do gravitate to deep voices for whatever reason. I don't know. I just don't think there was a lot of... I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of people from Niji Sanji that do ASMR. So it makes me, like, kind of curious. Yeah, I have no idea what their names are. I'll be honest. I try to read people's names, but my brain just checks out. Also, anybody here that plays 7 Days to Die, we did open up a 7 Days to Die server, so please feel free to join. All the details for the server are in the 7 Days to Die channel in the Discord. How do you know that a niche isn't working anymore? When is it the time to try something else? So, a lot of times people will say a niche isn't working anymore when your channel's like starting to die, starting to slow down, so on and so forth. I really don't think that's what it is. I find a niche that isn't working anymore is a niche that you're no longer passionate about. Or you don't have passion for. Right? I think a lot of the times you guys could like make any kind of niche work. If you're passionate about it, you could think of different ways, new ways of like doing things for that said niche. But if you don't have any passion, then you just like, you're struggling to find ideas, struggling to like make content, struggling to go live or whatever, right? That's probably when the niche isn't working for you anymore. But it could be also a sign that you're kind of like burnt out a little bit and you just need a break from making content or a break from that niche for a little bit. Sometimes a 2-3 week break of just like playing video games is like, or doing something outside or whatever is a good enough like reset for you. So when you go back to the computer, you're more passionate about it or you have passion for it again. So that's what I would say. Hello, Vessa. What if your brand is all about that niche and you never had the time to branch out to your audience? So, what if your brand is about that niche? Well, I feel like you could change your branding a little bit over time, though. Right? You probably could. You could figure out a way. You really could, if you really wanted to. So I would look at, like, for example, Harris Heller. Before it was the Alpha Gaming channel. Now it's Senpai's Gaming. So on and so forth, right? He changed a lot of that stuff around over time. So you could do similar thing like he did. Yeah, you'd probably have to stay in a little bit and then do like a gradual changeover to something different. I wouldn't do like 100% different like niche the next day. Gradually introduce it, gradually move over. Yeah, a break would hurt my channel so bad. I haven't recovered from the break that was over a year ago. So, but the thing is, sure, like, it may hurt your channel a little bit, right? But it would hurt your channel a lot if you completely, you know, just had a breakdown or you absolutely just started hating what you're doing. It's better to have a little bit of a break, have a little bit of an impact, than hating what you're doing and then abandoning the whole thing like 6 months down the road. That's my train of thought. Up to you guys. I used to get 100 subs every month. Now I'm glad if I could get 50 subs a month. Okay, wait. Okay. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna pull the curtain. I'm gonna show you guys some stuff. I'm going to show you guys some stuff right now. I'm gonna show you guys behind the scenes. You know what? Actually, I don't need to do it on that particular one. I can do it on this particular one. Yeah, I'm going to pull the curtain. Because Annie said something, and I really want to, like, help you guys out with this, because I know some of you guys have this train of thought, but we need to talk about it. Okay. So, this is my social blade, obviously, as you guys can tell. Right? I used to average a lot of subscribers per day. 15 to 20, sometimes 25. There was a couple of like weeks that I averaged almost 30 a day. There was months I was averaging 650 subs, 600 subs, 670, right? And of course, everything has waves. Everything goes up and down, right? As we see. That is like typically like a normal thing that you'll see in YouTube. But you'll see here that I went from 600 subscribers to 370 to 330 to 300 last month. Now, this isn't because, like, of this the reason why, like, I know the reason why this is happening. This is mostly happening because of two factors. One, I need to be very honest with myself. I have not been putting out as many videos as I should be. Mostly because I know I'm working on stuff behind the scenes. I should be making more time. Sacrificing a little bit more time to put out more videos. That is more discoverable, so on and so forth. I should be doing a switch over from my tutorial content onto the more Harris Heller content, right? But the niche is also not like VTubers. If you guys do look up YouTube analytics or Google Analytics, you'll see like the search phrase for VTubers has dropped almost 80%. Now that is a drop of the niche itself. That is a drop of the channel, as you guys see, right? But there isn't things that I can't do to make this number go back up. I just need to like splash my face with cold water and wake up and be like, okay, you know, these are the particular videos that you need to finish editing, because I got 5 videos in queue. You guys heard me mention that for the past 3 weeks. There's 5 videos I have in queue. I need to just wake the hell up. I need to just get the videos done. I need to get them posted on my regular schedule again, like I have in the past. I need to pull up my socks and do my YouTube shorts and my TikToks like I did previously. I got to do them more consistently. I got to research them a little bit more. The problem with my YouTube TikToks or YouTube shorts and TikToks is they're very educational focused, which isn't a lot of people like they are not really like used to. So I got to figure out like they're not like clickbaity. They're not like super watchy, right? But there's things I can do to turn this around. There's things I will do to turn this around. You guys have to do something similar. You have to look into your niche. You have to look into your channel and ask yourself, okay, what is everybody else doing? What can I do to get my stuff up? What can I do that's super different that I can stand out from? Right? There's tons, right? Because I did that when I was here. 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 I thought of new things and clever things. I did that when I was here. Right? So many different things. I'm like, okay, what can I change? Boom, it changed. Boom, it changed. It got better. And then I got distracted with so many other things. And school happened and a whole bunch of other factors, right? So, like, I just got to get my butt in gear and do it. And I know you guys can do it too. Believe me, I know you guys can do it too. I know all of you could turn your channel around. I've talked to some of you guys in DMs saying, hey, do things that nobody else does in your niche. Here's examples. And some of you come back to me like, well, Senpai this and Senpai that. There's a lot of excuses for that you guys give to not do things, but you guys got to experiment. You got to try things. You got to like put in some effort. Test it. Test the waters. Will it take time? Yes. But if you're not making content, if you're not experimenting, if you're just doing the same thing that you have been doing for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, your channel's going to slowly have a fall. So I'm not talking to like about one particular person. I'm talking about like 10, 15, 20 people I've talked to in the past few weeks. Right? Like YouTube will recommend your content if it's unique, good content that people like. Try it, experiment. I promise you, it will work out. It will work. So, yeah, Annie, I can look at your stats real quick. I don't know if it will pull up though. Because there's a lot of YouTube channels that have your particular name. Can I look by your @? Oh, okay. The @ works. Perfect. So yeah, you had like a giant boost right there in the month of April. I would find out what you did in the month of April to get that boost. Maybe try to replicate it. I believe you did collab at that time, if I remember right. But you still had 160 there. But like I would try to replicate that stuff. You do have an improvement though, right? You did go from 20 or 30-20 to 60-50. So you have been doing better in these past 2 months than you have in other months throughout the year. But see what you did in November. See what you did in April. See what you did in these particular months. Replicate it. Right? Oh, look in the beginning? Okay, yeah, you did have some higher subscriber numbers, but were you more passionate about it here when you first started out? Did the passion die at all? Did other factors happen? Were your videos more unique, more edited? Right? You kind of need to like look internally and be like, okay, what changed from when I was here to here? What changed here? Right? So I know you said this was a collab, but like, is there collabs you can do to replicate it? Is there things that you can do to get more eyes on your content? Right? You and I blah 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 have talked in DMs about like a couple of ideas that you could try. I would try those ideas, see what happens. Right? You could do like literally like we were just talking about like Watch Mojo not even like 20 minutes ago. I would do like a Watch Mojo top 10 style video of like the top 10 horses in Star Stable. And break down like why these are the top 10 horses, their features, or top 10. You could literally do a top 10 skins for horses across all the different breeds. Right? Top 10 skins, limited time skins, top 10 regular skins, top 10 races, top 10 horses, top 10 missions, top 10. Like so many ideas I'm literally giving you right now. But I feel like the channel died after my break, and now it feels like people have forgotten about me. Okay, who cares about the people that used to watch you? Okay, chat. This is something you guys have to eventually realize. The people that used to watch you, viewers come and go all the time. They truly do. Viewers I had a year ago are not for the most part, not the viewers I have today. So do stuff to attract the new audience, to attract the new viewers. Don't worry about the people that forgot you. Make the new content, get people into you. Get new people into you. You could get the English market, you could get the Swedish market. I know you can. Hell, you could just do the Swedish market, which your channel's mostly in right now, right? You could literally do a top 10 that would bring so many viewers over. And I know you would be like one of the first people doing a top 10, like skins, top 10 horses, top 10 races, top 10 blah, 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 blah. You'd be like one of the first ones to do that, especially if you're doing the like Watch Mojo style. This is literally like a yoink and twist. You follow their formula, you yoink their formula, you twist it for your stuff, and it would work for you. Yeah, skins. So like, or like whatever you guys call them, like top 10 gloves, sure, right? There's so many top 10 hats, top 10 gear, like there's so much crap that you could go through that you could do a top 10 chart, and that would get so many people fighting in the comments, so many people fighting in the different things, like there's so many things you could do for a top 10 that would work for you. You could do YouTube shorts of like the best horse in the game. You could do a YouTube short on the thing that you suggest to, or the 3 quick tips that you give or that you suggest to new players of the game. Top 10 tips when running for races. Or a 30-second short on the best races to level your horses. Right? Okay. Zatham, thank you for the $5. Remember, everyone, ads drop off in January. If you're uploading, you'll be filling a void since many take a break in January. Thought Senpai. Very true. Oh my god, yeah, there are so many channels that take a break in January. They literally use January as a vacation because ads just don't do anything revenue-wise. So definitely log on, make content, like bang it out if you can. Please. January is a fantastic time to make content. Why January? Because a lot of media budgets are reset. So they did all their spending in December to new quarterly revenue plan, blah, blah, whatever you want to call it. So that's why. Somebody else. I think if you blame everything bad that happened, you'll never move forward. Very true. Somebody asked a good question too. Horses that would fit an ex-pop culture character. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys know what I mean. You guys know. So you guys get it. And I'm sure you guys are smart enough to figure it out. I believe in all of you. Yeah, and people definitely do buy more stuff in December. I definitely plan on making a couple of videos that are suggesting more like okay VTuber webcams, VTuber starter webcams. Do you think new content creators should be more innovative than existing content creators? Because they have to work harder to be recognized? It depends on the type of content you make, King. Right? Sometimes your video could be mediocre. Sometimes, like, you could do very low effort videos and they'll just take off. But you should, for like, no matter which niche or whatever you're in, you should be as innovative as possible. Because if it's new and hasn't been done before, and trust me, there is tons of new things that haven't been done before. Even if you think it's like a really stupid idea, I guarantee you there will be people out there that enjoy it. Just try it out, experiment, and do it. See what happens. Worst comes to worst, you get no views. But at the end, but on the flip side, you got practice making videos, which now you will make slightly faster the next time around. Top 10 Bible verses for VTubers? Yeah, sure. That could work. So, yeah, I would try to be more innovative, but I would also not allow you not being innovative enough to prevent you from making content. Just start. Literally just start. Hope I'm in time for to soak in today's wisdom. Yeah, mostly it's just you guys asking questions and me answering. There are Christian-themed VTubers that probably have done Bible verses videos. I wouldn't doubt it. Is there VTubers that are like religious ones? Like I really have not looked. I did a poll on my Twitter account. My follower said I should try top 10 and shorts. Yeah, I would do it. Abigail Dovely. All right. Paint me curious. Now I gotta look. I now have to see this. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a thing. I'm actually like, I'm actually surprised. Okay. Senpai going to get some religion? No. Senpai would burn if he walked into a church. Bible study and comfy chatting. Reading more acts than chatting for a little bit. Interesting. Hey, Zealous. Hello, Kitsu. Hello, Melted. How you doing? Or Melt-Hearted Boy. See, this is like, this is very unique. There isn't a lot of people doing something like this, and this is very wise. There's obviously people wanting something like this, which is good. And she's live. Doing what? Religion. Wait, is that her model? It's not more. I thought it would be more, like this. Oh, well, you know what? Hey, if that model works for her, I would say power to you. When playing N64. Oh, okay. That's actually like smart. That's 1000 IQ. That's 1000 IQ. So she does have a YouTube. So hopefully, okay, Abigail, we can't see the stuff in your bottom right hand side. You gotta fix that, Abigail. That blends in so well, I didn't even notice it.
So he's gonna run away?
Okay. Okay. Okay, so nice, smooth avatar. N64 style avatar that we just saw like 2 seconds of. There we go, N64 avatar, which is smart. Very smart. Oh, she has... Okay. Different hairstyles as well. That's crazy. That's really cool. That is really cool. I like her, whatever they call these. Crap. Can't remember the name of them. I'm going to say banners. Panels, thank you. And they're clickable panels, which is good. You know, that's good. It's really good. It's not a joke. Please stay. See for yourself. I'm not Christian. Can I be here? Yes, absolutely. Everyone is welcomed here. That's good. Goes into the particular Bible they use. Why are you friends with uncestio VTubers? Okay. Why are you friends with uncestio VTubers? Just because I personally am not comfortable with the style of content does not mean that I cannot accept others. Oh my god! Seriously, that is a good answer. I like that answer. That's a very good answer. Obviously, this is a very good, like, very, very good answer, but, like, you can tell people ask her a lot. They really ask her a lot if she's putting this up as a question. I don't know what denomination is. I literally don't know. I prefer to see this in the bottom right or bottom here and then all your other stuff here first. But hey, you do you. It's interesting. Very interesting. So, like, literally, chat, there's stuff for everybody. Sex? Oh, okay. But yeah, and this is what I talk about, chat, and this is what I like. Me actually using this particular word. This is what I preach to you guys. But like, I literally preach this to you guys all the time. Do stuff that you're passionate about, right? Abigail is passionate about religion. So she will talk about religion. She will have streams about religion on a Sunday. I know I couldn't be bothered talking to you guys on a Sunday. I'm asleep. Or playing 7 Days to Die. Now that we have a 7 Days to Die server. Details for the 7 Days to Die server in the Discord. But she has passion. She is preaching the passion. So you guys should literally do it. And thank you, mods, for doing the exclamation point and the jinxing. That's really cool that there's a religious streamer. Yeah, streaming every Friday, Saturday is the rest days. This is a very busy schedule. Oh, working off stream, busy time off stream. So they're not working that day? They're not streaming that day? Or they're doing content for their YouTube channel that day? Probably that's what that means. They're doing YouTube content that day. I would imagine that's what it is. But this is really good. Really cool. Like, seriously, this is really cool. Oh, and she does overlays. Oh, no. She hired this person to do overlays. Okay. Is there a horror or story VTuber? Probably, yeah. There's some story VTubers out there. There's some horror story VTubers out there, for sure. You just got to find them. Shouldn't be too hard. Going back to Hot Ones, do you have your 6 Pokemon? Holy crap, Lewis, we're going to go back like a month or two and ask about my Hot Ones episode? Jesus. Okay, top Pokemon. Obviously Pikachu, you gotta always have them. Obviously my Onix, because I'm an Onix person. I love Onix. Right? Blastoise. Charizard. I would probably go for a Ditto. And maybe a Seal, because it would be like a useless Pokemon to have. But if I'm ever hungry, I got meat. Pretty dark, but, you know, hey, you know, free meat. And we know they eat Pokemon in the universe, so. Seal. Seal would be the last one. Yeah, they do. I believe they, if I'm not mistaken, there was a couple episodes that they were eating a Magikarp for sushi. Question. Must beginner VTubers think about the look of their VTuber? Like, based on looks? Do you believe it would attract the wrong audience? Okay. Must beginner VTubers think about the look of their VTuber? No. What beginner VTubers should do is figure out what kind of content they want to make. What kind of niche they want to be in. That's the very first thing they need to think about. Because VTubers change the look of their model fairly often. The model that you start off with is not the model you're going to have a year from now, or even 6 months from now. So the look of your VTuber, I would probably say, is probably one of the last things you should probably think about, because as you start making aesthetics, banners, widgets, so on and so forth, you kind of come up with a theme and a style, and then you could base your VTuber avatar around that. But if you do want to think about the look of your VTubing avatar first, do it as free as possible. Don't pay for it, because you're probably going to hate it. a few months later because it doesn't match the aesthetics that your channel is, right? And some of you will go through like 4 or 5 different niches before you even find the one that you're actually passionate about and you actually want to make content or streams for. So that's why I say don't worry about a model too much right off the bat. Worry about the stuff you're passionate about. Worry about the niches you want to make content for. Start there, then go and go from there, really. You shouldn't be making streams or content if you're not passionate about the streams or the content that you're making. If you're literally doing this stuff because, you know, there's no VTuber avatar in it, then it's not really like something good. Not something that's really fulfilling. Right? There's a lot of people out there that I've noticed that will like throw their avatar on their videos, their thumbnails, so on and so forth. Their avatar isn't necessarily a good fit for those videos and thumbnails and so on and so forth. It actually hinders their performance. It might be better for them to not have their avatar on the screen. But the question comes in at the end of the day. Are they okay to not have the avatar on their thumbnails and on their streams? If yes, then that is a niche that they are passionate about, that they actually want to make content for. Right? If it's a no and they feel that they have to have the avatar there, they need to have the avatar on the thumbnail and in the videos no matter what, then that's not a niche that they're truly passionate about, I personally feel. Because, like I said, I've seen avatars have a negative effect on the content they're making. And some of you really need to like analyze that. So start as free as possible. Make a free one in Vroid. Make a free one. Draw one. I don't care. And a lot of people can start off with no avatar. A lot of you can start off with nothing and just use your voice. A lot of you guys can attract people with just having a voice. Don't underestimate your voice. So, experiment. Try things out. Maybe you guys using, you know, like not using an avatar might be, again, beneficial for you just to like get away from the monotone voice you have. While on the subject, Senpai, how do you know if your avatar design is holding you back somehow? Again, it comes down to experimentation. I've told you guys so many times in the past, try something for 1 month, see what happens, right? Or even 2 months. So best thing for you guys to try, take away your avatar for a month or 2. Then, okay, did your numbers go up? Did they go down? Are they the same? If they're the same, that means people really don't care. Or you didn't run the experiment long enough. It has to be minimum 1 month, minimum at least 4 videos, right? But minimum, that's what you have to do. No avatar whatsoever. Again, does your numbers go up? If they do, great. Now you know your content's better off without having an avatar. Does it go down? Okay, maybe you should have had the avatar. Not using the VTube model in the thumbnail instead of having in the video itself? Not really, no. You guys got to remember, thumbnails are to attract people to the video. To get them to click on the video. That's how you have to treat thumbnails. Your thumbnails, for the vast majority of you don't need to have your avatar in the thumbnail. Nobody cares about your avatar in the thumbnail. Nobody cares about your avatar in the thumbnail more than you do, right? Sometimes, again, having your avatar in the thumbnail will hurt the video. You can still have your avatar in the video. Again, it comes down to experimentation. But I promise you, nobody cares about that stuff more than you do. So take your avatar out of the thumbnail, keep it in the video, experiment and try. Great example. We'll pull up a great example right now. I'm going to show you guys a fantastic example. Devin Nash. Right? Devin Nash has amazing thumbnails. He actually really updated his or really upped his thumbnail game. Right? But this is what's getting people to click on the videos is the thumbnail. This is what we see after the ads. But this is what we see throughout the entire video is his huge noggin taking up like a portion of the screen. You guys could do this with your avatars. You could totally do this with your avatars. Right? The entire video is just Devin talking. But your thumbnail is what gets them to click onto the video. This is good thumbnails. Right? Nobody gives a crap about my face being in these thumbnails. These thumbnails would probably do better without me being in them. Honestly, if I weren't in these thumbnails, these videos would probably get a better click-through rate. Honest to God, it probably would. I could have probably made way better thumbnails. But I'm trying to like build a particular brand. When people see this face, they know it's like a VTuber Senpai video. But, you know, like, honest to God, chat, you should do it the Devin Nash way for a lot of you guys. Right? Some of you guys make Star Trek Online content. Star Trek Online. You don't see many faces of people in these thumbnails, right? You mostly see what's in the game, right? Star Stable, right? I'm going off different genres, right? You see thumbnails of people of the game. You don't see their avatar. You don't see anything else really on the screen. Minecraft, right? You mostly see like super nice clickbaity thumbnails. You will see some people here and there, but mostly it's like clickbaity thumbnails, things to get people to click on it, right? There is exceptions to the rule though. Shocked face, happy face. If you can make like a good happy face, a good shocked face, like that really stands out, that really sticks out. Another good example is Sniper Wolf. If you guys can make your VTube avatars do faces like hers, like very expressive faces, then I would totally use that then. But your faces better be super expressive. If they don't really smile that much, if they're not very expressive, don't bother. Take yourself out of the thumbnail, make a really banger thumbnail without you being in it, like these ones here, right? Tons of examples, tons of examples. This is the stuff you guys should be doing. And thank God this screen was up here because I wasn't too sure if it was. And you guys are noticing, like my live streams, I've been making like custom thumbnails for every single one of them. Oh my God, they help. By the way. Yes, you need to have a ring. You don't have to have a ring light, Cosmos, but it's recommended that you have some sort of lighting. Any kind of lighting is good to illuminate your face because it helps the camera to track you better. So any kind of lighting. Doesn't have to be a ring light. Thumbnails and titles, first 10 seconds are what's important right now. Again, depending on your niche, yes. It's all niche dependent. See what everybody in your niche is doing. Is getting a ring light good? Yes. But not always necessary. A room light might be sufficient enough. But I would literally, like, I would go to Walmart, buy a $5 desk lamp at the very least, and get that to, like, help illuminate your face a little bit better. I do have a video. It's an old video, probably like almost 2 years old, talking about lighting. You guys should, like, literally look up that video and watch it, because I show you guys, like, how the different tracking qualities work with different lighting, and you can see, like, differences. My thumbnails tend to be the game I'm playing with my face in the place of the character's head. That can work. That can work very well, depending how well you do it. Yeah, that could be an amazing thumbnail. What kind of questions we can ask? Anything that you want, really. Okay, music back on. So the thumbnail should sell what we're talking about, not you? Yes. Exactly, Seed. Your thumbnail should sell your video. Should sell the topic you're talking about. Should sell what you're doing in the game. Should sell what you're doing in the video. This is, believe it or not, chat, this right here is the first impression. If this particular person did a thumbnail that was way better than just a random screen capture of their video, it would have a lot more views right now than 683 people. Your thumbnails is the first impression. If you don't make a thumbnail that makes me want to click on it and be like, oh my God, then I'm not going to bother clicking on your video. Right? The second thing is a good title. Some of these titles will work very good for big content creators. Will not work for you guys. They just won't. So you got to come up with a good title. You got to come up with a good thumbnail. Don't worry about your thumbnails in the beginning. They're all going to be crap. They're all going to be garbage. You're going to have to do like 100 thumbnails, and you're going to improve throughout those thumbnail makings. But try to make a thumbnail every time you go live. Try to make a thumbnail, or well, if you're live on YouTube, make a thumbnail every time you make a YouTube video. Get the practice in. How long have you been playing 7 Days to Die? A few years, I want to say. Let me see when I bought it. I want to say it's been a few years. I have 592.6 hours on record. Is there a place where you can see where you purchased it or when you purchased it? I feel like I've it's been a while. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Vesa, we are starting off the server on harder mode than normal. Kickstarter? You got me 7 Days to Die from the Kickstarter, so whenever that was. Holy crap, that's like a long time ago. Judas, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. That's a way, way, way long ago. Holy crap. By the way, they're saying thumbnails are not going to matter anymore pretty soon, because whenever a viewer hovers over the video, plays the preview. Okay, whoever said that is dumb. Right now that happens. The video plays when you hover over the video. Right? It's hovering over the video's playing. Thumbnails matter. right? My mouse isn't going to be hovering over every single person's video. By the way, when you guys hover over somebody else's video, believe it or not, this counts as watch time for them. So, haha! And guess what? You know what watch time means? Means that you had an interest. It means they're going to be suggested, or you're going to be suggested more of their content. So, haha! Yeah, what automatically plays on mobile, what's in the middle. Yeah. But irregardless, it's only when it's in the middle. They're going to see it when it's at the top, and they're going to see it when it's at the bottom. So, quite literally, make thumbnails. Don't make any bloody excuses to not make thumbnails. Don't be lazy. Don't be that kind of person. Make thumbnails. For the love of God, it's not that hard. Get the practice in. Don't be a butt. Yeah, Canva is like what? I believe Canva is free. Do you actually get to farm? Yes. Is it better to be an indie or part of a company? Okay. That's a good question. So we've talked about it many times in the past, but we'll go over it really quick. There are benefits to indies, and there's benefits to companies. I personally feel that the vast majority of people should be indies over companies, but it's really up to you guys. So indie, you are your own boss. You don't have to report to anyone. You can, for the most part, do whatever you like. Okay? You aren't limited on the games you play, which is another huge benefit. You can stream as much or as little as you like. You can collab with anyone you like. You keep all the revenue from YouTube, Twitch, etc. You own the model and assets. Depending. No. That one we'll come back to on the company side. So right off the bat, there's a lot of like good benefits. I'm not going to list them all because I'm going to go insane. Company-wise, a good reason to join an agency. Established audience. So when you go live, you don't start at zero. Important. How to file taxes when you do make over 500 a year. I don't know how it is for you Americans. But all you got to do is just grab your tax information from Twitch, YouTube, and just plot it into your online tax stuff. It's really not that hard. It's super easy. There are still limits to the games you can play as an indie. Some companies copyright when you stream the game. Yes and no, Rain. There is very little companies that copyright whatever games you play. But like the vast majority of streamers, like let's be real here, chat. Well, let's go to Twitch real quick. If you make over 1,000 a year, I would get an accountant. But anybody here that you guys see that isn't a VTuber, that's a flesh tuber or a voice tuber, every single one of these people, for the most part, hey, Bose is online. isn't part of an agency or a group. They're all indies. And they play like almost every game that's out on the market. They really do. Is there exceptions? Yes. There will always be exceptions of games that you can and cannot play. That will always exist. You will always have to navigate that minefield eventually. That is just a thing. Okay? Okay. So, back to this though. Company/agency. So, you get an established audience for the most part. So if you join Niji Sanji, Hololive, whatever, they have already an established audience. So when you go live, you start with probably 1,000 minimum. Okay. You get an avatar pre-made. Okay, this is that star right here. They own it outright. Okay. They own the avatar outright. Actually, no, this isn't. This is actually another thing there. Sorry, this is not the same thing. They own it outright. All assets, etc. And for the most part, you can't take it with you when you leave. Okay. Now this one, which is this one, you own the model and the assets. This is the caveat for the company/agency. There is some adoption agencies that allow you to bring your own model. Okay. These agencies are usually not that large and has a smaller audience. That's typically what happens. But, huge but, massive but, if you do get into an agency that like adopts you, your model typically has to be of high quality. There are YouTube or VTuber agencies that are smaller that don't care about your quality. Okay. There is a lot of smaller agencies that are okay with like scuff models, so on and so forth. Of course, chat, there's always exceptions, right? But the vast majority of you guys are not going to get into VShojo. I'm sorry to say. So the vast majority of you can get into smaller agencies that will allow you to bring your own model that is kind of like scuffed. Okay? If you happen to have a scuff model. But that is that, okay? So, but these adoption agencies will allow you to bring your own model, so on and so forth. But there's another but. Depending on the agency, I've seen different agencies state this. I've seen other ones do complete opposite, but there are some agencies that will allow you to bring your model and assets, but they keep any and all assets. Not all of them, but they keep any and all assets that they purchase for you because they invested the money into it. Some of them, not all of them, some of them will keep it. So that is a thing that you got to keep an eye out for. Hypothetically speaking, with no real world example at all, should we join an agency that wants partial ownership of our model if we bring our own? No. In my personal opinion, if there's an agency that's reaching out to you and you're bringing your model to that agency and they want partial ownership of your model that you're bringing to their agency, I would tell them to go pound sand. That is absolutely not cool. I would no. Hell no. I would never ever allow an agency to have co-rights to my model if I'm bringing my model before like my established model, my established design, everything else before like they even existed. So, okay. All right. So, company slash agency, you get an established audience, you get an avatar pre-made, right? We've gone through that. Adoption agencies, we've gone through that. They do your merch for you and handle it for you. They set up all contracts for sponsorships for you and handle it for the most part. There are exceptions to that. There's always going to be exceptions for that. Sadly, more times than not that I've been finding out, the bigger agencies like Niji Sanji, HoloLive, they do their own thumbnails, they do their own video editing, they do their own shorts and TikToks, so on and so forth. So, there isn't a lot of assistance in the back end for that kind of thing, but a lot of the larger agencies sometimes will give you tech support. And or stuff to stream with, whether that be webcams, full on PC, so on and so forth. Right? No, not necessarily. They don't always give you mods. Sometimes some agencies will give you a staff when you start out, but not all do that. Some do, not all. Okay. Some do, not all. There is a downside to agencies though. Typically this is a problem with the smaller agencies, right? This is actually a problem with the smaller agencies. They don't have a established audience. So when you go live, you're not going to have like a massive abundance of viewers showing up to your live stream. For the most part. Of course, depending on the size of the small agency, but like a lot of the small agencies that I've seen popping up, they don't have an audience to speak of. Right? So when their members go live, they're streaming to the 5 average viewers that they had prior to them joining the agency. They take a bigger cut. Right? A lot of the bigger agencies, they'll negotiate where, you know, certain people keep super chats and this and that, or they'll take like a certain percentage. Usually it's not as big. Usually they'll take like a bigger cut in merch and so on and so forth. So smaller agencies, they're kind of, I don't like to use this word, but small agencies are very predatory. Small agencies, for the most part, take more than they can offer you. But bigger cut, ad rev. And I've seen agencies actually like state that they're going to take your ad rev, your donos, which is illegal, by the way. Donos, which is what you call tips, which is very illegal in a lot of states in America and Canada and the UK and so on and so forth. You cannot take tips. Absolutely illegal. And a lot of the time agencies will not get you sponsors, but will sign you up for affiliate programs. And what affiliate programs are, if somebody clicks on your link, they purchase the item, an X amount goes to the agency and an X amount goes to you. For the most part, a lot of small agencies don't have the numbers to get actual sponsors like Logitech, Lenovo, so on and so forth, right? Sponsorships is when companies pay you to advertise their equipment on your streams, in your videos, so on and so forth. This is not the case with affiliate programs. It's like I said, it's a link you click, people buy said item, you get a portion of said profits, they get, and your agency gets a higher portion of said profit. Their contracts are very predatory. Predatory? Is it with an I? I feel like it No. Predatory. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, contracts are very predatory, and this is the massive problem with Rain mentioned said something, certain agencies may be predatory, but it's all in the knowledge of the talent to read the contract they're signing. This is the problem, Rain, though. This is the massive problem with these smaller agencies. I've personally seen this. They smaller agencies target small streamers that are usually younger. There's another word I really want to use, but I don't want to get canceled today. What's it? Sure, we can say naive. Yeah, I guess naive is another word. Less experienced. Right? More excited to sign. Under 18. Not wise. Etc. You guys are getting the gist of it. But there are lots of predatory contracts out there that they sign. They tell talents that they have to sign for a minimum of 1 to 5. I'm not kidding you, chat. I've seen one agency stating that you have to sign with them for 5 years. 5 bloody years. Years, not months, years with them, right? And these agencies target people that cannot afford to hire a lawyer. And that's why I've said in my Niji Sanji application video, so on and so forth, the only time, and I'll say it again right now, chat. I'll literally say it right now. If you guys can't afford to hire a lawyer to read over a contract, you can't afford to join an agency. Right? Rain and I are very, very similar in mind like this. Right? If you can't afford a lawyer, if you can't afford the $100, $200, you don't even have to get an entertainment lawyer, just a basic lawyer to just read a contract to make sure you're not getting screwed over in any way, shape, or form. Somebody with some legal knowledge, somebody with some legal jargon that knows better. If you can't afford one of those, you cannot afford to join an agency. Do not join an agency. Don't use a random person on the internet. Don't get your friend to read it. Don't get the guy down the street. Don't get your uncle Vinny, right? Or my cousin Vinny to read the legal documents. Okay? None of that. An actual lawyer that and literally do not hire anybody from the internet because everybody says they're a freaking lawyer. Okay? Unless you see credentials, you do not hire them. Okay? Okay. I'm glad we got that covered. But small agencies are literally predators. They will target small streamers that are younger, naive, less experienced, under the age of 18. All these things that we've listed. And they will target people that can't afford lawyers. Okay. There's a lot of agencies that have done that already. Okay. Lots and lots and lots. Okay. Small agencies wise, chat. Again, I'm not going to go into like every single thing for like larger agencies, smaller agencies. Small agencies, I would avoid like the plague. Okay. What you guys should do, straight up, what you need to do if you want to join an agency, this is what you need to do. This is not optional. You have to do this. You have to. Okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Believe me, I know these things. Okay? I have the resume. I have the experience. I know what I'm talking about. We've had members of certain agencies or talents from different, I don't know. Some of you will know the name, but like, we've had members from Niji Sanji come into the stream and tell me I'm exactly right on this. Okay. So I know what I'm talking about on this particular subject. This is what you need to do. Okay. No matter what, start a Twitter right off the bat. Start a Twitter. Okay. 1, don't post anything negative about any agency, about any VTubers. Only positive stuff. They will go through your tweets. They will go through everything. If they are interested in you, they will see if you are problematic. If you are problematic, they will not hire you. Okay? Start a YouTube / TikTok. Preferably both. You typically want to have both of these. Okay? You want to post VODs. VODs mean video on demand. Okay? You want to make videos. No, VODs means videos, but you want to make content that brings an audience. There's a reason why places like VShojo, Niji Sanji, Hololive, all those agencies want to see these kind of things because they want to see if you're willing to put in the work, willing to do whatever you need to be successful. And a lot of agencies will hire people that have an established YouTube channel, minimum of 10K subs, 10,000 subs. Yes, you heard that right. 10,000, 10,000 subs minimum. Okay. If you don't have that right now, start it. Okay. TikToks. I'm not too sure the size of a particular TikTok, but if you're going to do either one of these, get it up fairly large. Either way, I would have both because really there's no reason to not have both. Okay. But you need to have content. You need to have more than just live streams. If you're going to do just live streams, you better have edited live streams. 10K is the bare minimum. The bare minimum. That's what I would say. Bare minimum 10K. There have been agencies, large agencies, that have hired members that only had 10K on YouTube. A lot of people think archive live streams of when they think of VODs. Fair enough. VODs, videos on demand. What I mean is this, like, well-made, genuine content that someone would actually watch, and whatever niche that's in. Big agencies, yes, Blade, you can make quite a bit of money. Life-changing for some, depending on how well you do. Okay. So Twitter, TikTok, right? You want to have a good stream. Typically you want to have a good stream schedule. Typically, a good one, I would say 3 times a week. Yeah, 3 times a week. Minimum. They're going to ask you on the application, can you do 4 times to 5 times a week? Right? This will be your full-time job if you get into an agency, and your answer better be yes. If your answer is not a yes, don't even bother wasting their time putting in an application, because they probably won't hire you. If they ask if you could do a minimum of X amount of days, you better say yes, because again, that's your full-time job. For the most part, it will be. It'll definitely bring you in more money than a full-time job most of the time. Sorry, I need some water. So Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, stream schedule. You want to typically have an established Discord. Not always necessary, but I do highly suggest you guys have a Discord. It will help with your numbers. Twitch-wise, if you are a Twitch streamer, typically, I know this for a fact, they want to see a minimum of 100 viewers. Minimum 100 viewers. Okay? And I should clarify, this is for something like Niji Sanji / HoloLive. This is typically what you need right here. And this is literally factual information that I know from people in different agencies. So there you go. They should do a probation for like 2 months to show the handle 5 days of stream. Well, they probably won't do a probationary period. A lot of the times, Kitsu, if these agencies are hiring you, it's a minimum 6-month contract. It's usually a 6-month contract to start. Typically, it's more so than not 1 year, but it's minimum 6 months. So Senpai could join Niji Sanji. I could put in an application and have a better chance than most people that put it in, yeah. Will I ever? Probably no. I would probably never, ever apply for Niji Sanji, because that's not what I want from VTubing. What I want from VTubing is to help small VTubers get to the levels of Niji Sanji. So have to deal with 2 full-time jobs and see which one's better then? Probably, yeah. Typically, you're making... If you're joining an agency, you're going to be making more than your full-time job. Yeah, we watched the video in the beginning of the stream, C+. I already beat you to it. Yeah, that's why it pays well. But like we've seen a lot of VTubers, like this is what a lot of people don't think about with big agencies, right? The bad stuff for like big agencies. You have a boss you report to. Okay? And a lot of people can't get around that fact. You have a boss. If you mess up on stream, you have to report to that boss, tell them why you messed up on that stream. And thank you. And honestly, chat, we've seen a lot of VTubers in the past 2 years graduate because they messed up. And it doesn't matter how small of a mess up it is, you're graduating. Right? So, if you're an indie that's edgy, indie that swears a lot, indie that like doesn't like playing by the rules, and agencies, definitely not for you. Because these guys right here worry about several things. One, that they're getting paid, because profits absolutely matter to the company. If you're not making them money, they're not going to keep you around. They're going to replace you. Okay? That is just business. That's how things work. Okay? Like it or not, that is factual. And two, if you're okay. Like, if you can go live, if you have the equipment you require, if your mental health is okay, that's all they care about. Those two things. If number one's not being fulfilled, they're not going to care about number two. Sure, George Lucas, ask your question. Yes, I love Jar Jar from episode 1. Corporals have politics. You have to play the social game on top of them making money. Your brand has to be crazy good if you go off the rails and expect to keep your job. Yeah. Yeah, even Girl got the bonk, right? Maury, all those people. All those people. So, if they're not immune to it, you're not immune to it. You are no more special than they are. It's sad, but true. Just learn when the auditions open up. You all can give it a shot. Yep. You guys at the very least can put in an application. You guys can at least put it in the audition. I highly suggest that everybody puts in an audition. Even if you're passionate about the VTubing agency or not, right? Even if it's like an agency you don't want to join, I'd put in an audition regardless, right? Get the practice in. Practice auditioning. It's just like actors, like auditioning for movies and whatnot. They just go to auditions, right? They can kind of see what the company's wanting, right? Kind of see what the directors want, kind of like, and they get into like the swing of things. The more auditions they do, the better at them they are, right? The quicker you guys can do your videos, the quicker you guys can come up with better formulated answers, right? So if actors do multiple auditions, literally just, even the ones you don't want to apply for. Who knows? Maybe the agencies that you apply for that you're not really into, maybe they might be a better fit for you. Who knows? They might be a better fit for you. You don't know until you put it in. You don't know until you make it into the second interview and you ask them the questions you want to ask them. Right? We have a public perception of these different agencies. And for the vast majority of people, they're actually guessing on what these agencies are like internally. The vast majority of people really don't know, and you won't know until you ask them. I feel applications for HoloLive and Niji Sanji have increased, thus the cutoffs might be harsher, probably. The reason why the applications will be harsher is because a lot of people were like a day old in content creation and in VTubing, right? A lot. There's just so many Niji Sanji members that weren't VTubers prior, right? They were just regular YouTubers, for example. So they don't necessarily only go for VTubers, but the VTubers that have been applying and so on and so forth, typically were like never streamed before or had less than 5 viewers, very inconsistent, with their streaming, very inconsistent with their uploading, very inconsistent with just what they do, what they say, how they dress, their avatars, their everything. Right? So there's reasons why they made it harder. Movie stars, record labels, and now VTubers will be room more unlimited in theory, but as much more appear, agencies can get pickier and pickier. Yep. But agencies want to see your work. A good agency wants to see the stuff you've made, or if you don't make stuff, they want to know your experience and things you've worked on. So that's like, if you don't have a YouTube channel, if you've never streamed before and you're applying for the agency, you better have something in the background that makes you a valuable asset, or at least for them to consider you, right? Maybe you're an editor for a big YouTuber or VTuber. Maybe you're a mod for a large YouTuber or VTuber, right? Those can be things that you could get into an agency. That has happened in the past, where somebody wasn't a YouTuber or a content creator of any kind. They were just an editor and they got in. So wonder what kind of time they're aiming for, especially now that apps are open. Who knows? We'll never know. But chat, I think we're going to call it there for today's stream. I want to see... How did you know that? Because I have my sources. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys join the Discord. We do have an amazing community. Also, again, I have said it a couple times before, but we did open up a 7 Days to Die server. So if you are interested in the game 7 Days to Die, you want to kill some zombies with Senpai and other people in the community, make sure you guys join the Discord, look for the 7 Days to Die channel, scroll all the way to the top for the server info, and please feel free to join the server. Anybody is welcome to play with us. That is always an open invitation for absolutely everyone. We are going to raid somebody right now on Twitch. We're going to go raid Bunny Arena. Fantastic person, fantastic VTuber, playing Batman Arkham Origins right now. So make sure you go say hi, go give some love, subscribe on there, or is it follow something? Go follow over there. Give them a free Twitch Prime if you happen to have a free Twitch Prime. I will see everybody Friday. I love you all. Have an amazing rest of your week, and catch you in the next one. Okay? Goodbye, everybody.